Hello fan collectors, what you're seeing here is my most wanted ceiling fan ever. It's a Casablanca Zephyr 52-inch. This particular one was made in September 1980. My favorite ones are the ones from the early 80s. And I got it in April, well pretty much late April, from Kelly Turner. A lot of the parts on it are not quite original. It's a combination of parts from a lot of different fans. I finally just replaced the upper plate, which was in really bad condition, and the switch cap was also very scratched up and tarnished. Now I got a switch cap that is in much better condition. One of the blade, or two of the blades actually, are wrapped down. It's still got its original flywheel, which I also have a replacement flywheel in case it breaks. Those are the type of flywheels that are like almost like jello, you know. The canopy is a newer Hang-Tru. So a lot of the parts on it are not original. 1980 was the first year that Casablanca used the favortie 5 motor. Here's a close-up of the new switch cap, which I just installed. You can see the reflection of my camera in it, and even myself. Hello! I got the switch cap and the upper plate from Louis Weedman. This is what looked like the other switch cap. It's got the typical light kit scratch, and it doesn't have a little thing to fill the hole in the middle. This one does. You can see it's exactly the right chunkiness of switch cap. The upper plate's also the right one. I mean, everything is like exactly the same parts, as almost as if it was the original ones. This fan was originally a variable speed with a little rotative knob that was supposed to be here. Now it was, well, obviously it was not supposed to be slumber quiet. It was just like a normal variable speed control, because this particular Zephyr is just, it's made exactly like a K63 model, except that it has a favortie 5 motor in it. It was, like I said, it was the first year that Casablanca used, or actually it was the first year that the favortie 5 was made. It's the oldest favortie 5 Casablanca possible. So like the variable speed did not work well, Kelly replaced it for me with a 3-speed pull chain. You can see it's the arcless type. Ooh. And that brown tassel, which it's not original, of course. I got it at a thrift store, you know, matched well the blades. Stencil blades. This is the other side of the blades. When I got this fan, the blades have been sanded, so the finish here was extremely pale, and it was very rough to touch. So I just applied many layers of varnish on it, and it created this beautiful, almost golden oak, yeah, pretty much like a golden oak finish. At some point I even had this side, the plain side, facing down. Now I put it back to the stencil side. The top of it, so this is the new upper plate that I put. The other one was, it had very big marks on it, like almost if someone took a knife and scratched it like this, you know. This one has a very dark gold tone to it, but it's still in very good condition. I had to transplant the dust screen here, this thing, you know, from the other plate, because it didn't came with. It came with no dust screen in it, but it's in very good condition. Here's the new Hang-Tru. Kelly got this brand new Hang-Tru off eBay for me. The whole mounting, of course, is not original. This was supposed to be it's supposed to have one of those super, like, very ugly and small bell canopies, and it originally had a down rod that is swirled with a little swirl design like this, you know, with the little lines, you know, a bit like the Victorian fans, and it was 24-inch long. So I requested that Kelly got me a very short 3-inch down rod, and this is a brand new Hang-Tru. Very clean, very nice looking. You see it doesn't have the little ugly lines here. It's all plain and nice and clean. With the new upper plate that I put, the motor and switch housings finally coming out of the hole of the bottom plate, perfectly centered. The little space between the flywheel and the edge of the bottom plate is like the same all around it. When I got this fan, it suffered from shipping damages, which damaged the upper plate at the point that it was causing the motor to come out of its of the opening here, like all crook on one side. There's some parts of metal on it. You can possibly see here is cut. This is what was causing the whole motor to come out like all bent and crook on one side like this. At first the flywheel was even rubbing against the edge of the bottom plate. I've been able to fix it temporarily, but now that I have the new upper plate, it's perfectly in the center. Even though it suffered from shipping damages, it still came in a real Casablanca box, in this case a Snow White Delta 3, and the blades came in a very old and much older type of Casablanca blade box with the red tape like this, and the other side has the blue writings like this. You know, they were still in Pasadena at that time. Very old, like you can see. Other than the two blades that are wrapped down, one is more wrapped than the other. Other than that, it spins beautifully. Kelly installed new bearings in it, so that's what helps to maintain it like super dead silent. You know, it's 30 years old and it works like brand new almost. But you know, it has new bearings in it too, so that helps a lot in the life of the fan. So it is like really, really quiet, like they're always supposed to be, even if it's 30 years old. It is super powerful, moves tons of air, of course. So yeah, it works beautifully. Here it is on high speed. I'm not going to leave it on a high for too long because it's flexing a lot, the flywheel, the fact that the blades it's pretty unbalanced. Even though it doesn't even wobble. Wow! Tons of air movement. See, everything moves in my room right now. So high speed is about, is definitely over 200 RPMs. I'll say maybe 220, possibly. Medium speed now. Medium speed on this fan is about possibly, I'll say maybe 110, maybe 115, 120. It's pretty slow and still moves a lot of air. My curtains are still moving right now. I've used it all summer long on medium. Was really nice. Very quiet in terms of air movement. So you've probably noticed that the speeds is really similar to any other 3-speed Casablanca. Well, basically a Casablanca that would be originally 3-speed. Well, that's because it was converted to 3-speed with a genuine Casablanca converter kit. It has real Casablanca capacitors in there. It was not converted to 3-speed with just any random capacitor, but real Casablanca converter kit. That's also why it has an arcless pull chain. And those arcless pull chains are very, very easy to pull. Some of the easiest ones to pull. Almost too easy at the point that you always feel like the pull chain is broken. So now you're going to see this beautiful low speed that everybody likes to see. It's even a little slower than the Panama because that's 2 inches wider than the Panama. The low speed is about somewhere between 45 and 50 RPMs. I'd say maybe 47, 48. We could almost say 45. Of course, on that speed you don't hear anything at all, pretty much, but you still feel a little something. Especially when you're standing just under the tip of the blades. Like I said, those are made just like the K63 Zephyr. So those are the chunkiest Zephyr possible. So that's basically like the rare transition model between the K63 model and the Slumber Quiet models from 81, 82. And for those who are still wondering what Zephyr means exactly and why so many fans are called like that, you have also heard possibly Zephyr. Well, that's because Zephyr is a Greek name of a wind from the west. Apparently, I think it was a really pleasant and soft wind. I hope you liked the video, even though I didn't film it in the daytime. Thank you a lot again, Kelly, for making my dream come true. Thank you to you too, Louis, for the parts. Comment, subscribe if you still haven't. Thank you for watching.